Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Man United Talks Champions League review. Oh, yes, 3-0 Manchester United. It was more or less complete. I apologize if I'm looking over here because I'm waiting for them to show Ronaldo's red card. So, before we get into things, if you do enjoy, drop a like and subscribe. Okay, we're gonna talk about a beautiful display by Manchester United. Not so much beautiful as it was efficient and just, I don't want to say clinical because we have 16 shots, but it was what you expect to see from Manchester United. I predicted 4-0, and 3-0 will do. Clean sheet. I was proud of what I saw. Anyway, let's get through this game. Let's talk about what went down. Okay. So game starts. In the beginning, I was a little freaked out. Not freaked out, but a little on edge because of great display of pace from Mbabu, the Swiss right back, who I remember from his time, at Newcastle. I thought it was decent. I thought, he had a future, but then Newcastle got relegated, and such is life. He moved on, and he's showing well. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone January or even the summer at least. Anyway, so yeah, I was a little freaked out by him. He was feeling it, and he looked decent. But that didn't last very long. I think he was good throughout the whole game, but he wasn't amazing. Luke Shaw put him in his pocket. So move on a bit towards the 15th minute, and something that just totally frustrated me. And throughout the whole game, Marcus Rashford was not Marcus Rashford. And in the last few months of his development, especially at Manchester United, not so much for England because he's been balling for England, but for Manchester United, I feel like he's trying to emulate Ronaldo. And I'm not talking about Ronaldo at Manchester United. I'm talking about the Ronaldo that we see today. His effort isn't always there when it should be. He's 20 years old. The quality or the just being on it and on edge in terms of like being available and giving everything to every little cause, whether it's a small pass, a first touch, it wasn't there for me today. It was not a great game for him, and it just looked like he was wanting to just I don't know how to really put it into words, but at the moment, but he just, let me see what I wrote down. It looked like he doesn't care to put the extra effort in. When I know that's not true, because I know Rashford trains hard and he works hard, and I've seen him in most games. He looks great, but today was not it. He just, like I said, it looked like he wanted to be Ronaldo, but Ronaldo had to work so hard before, one, he became the best player in the world, which is when he started to kind of take a break on defense, because you're that great that you can just do what you have to do on the attacking end. But saying that, Ronaldo was still great at getting back, and not great, but he did what he had to do. Anyway, moving on. I thought Martial towards the 30 minutes was trying to beat players from standstill positions, which is something he can do, but it's not his strongest suit. He beats players well when he's running at them, not when he's standing still. I think that's something Rashford's good at, and even Pogba. But Martial running at people is the best Martial. I don't think he should stop and try to beat people from a standing position. That's not at all what I think he should do. And then the 35th minute rolls around, and I believe Pogba passes it into Fred. Fred has a bit of a missed touch, and it gets put back into Pogba's path. He takes a beautiful little classy touch onto his left foot. Not even looking at goal. Apologies for hitting the mic. Not even looking at goal, and smashes it top bin with his left foot. That's beautiful. Top left. And that's 1-0. Very excited. And we move on, So from that point on, I guess the game sort of opened up. Not a lot, but it opened up, and Manchester United were running at them. Luke Shaw was getting in good positions. Delo, by the way, had a very good first half. He wasn't really tested, although the 1 or 2 times he was tested this game, he slipped, which is just unfortunate, The only person who slipped on the pitch twice. Anyway, Moving on, just before halftime, Luke Shaw receives the ball in the left wing, smashes it in to the box, into the penalty area, and it hits Mbabu on the right arm. I think that's a bit of an unfortunate call. I would have been upset if it was given against us, and rightfully so. Maybe we should have given up 2 handball penalties in the second half, because they were more or less the same thing coming from Fellaini and Luke Shaw. I don't think the shout, they were shouting massively for Smalling, but that definitely hit off his, it was up here, it hit off, not on his arm at all. Anyway, but yeah, penalty, and Paul Pogba does his just cocky run up, and I thought it was topped in from when I first saw it from the immediate angle, but it was just off to the right. The keeper got a hand to it, but it wasn't enough. Too much power. So we go into the halftime. 2-0 up, solid. I'm feeling comfortable, confident, and thinking we're gonna go on and finish him off, get 2 more goals in the second half. So the second half starts, and Martial is absolutely smashing it. He's running at people, like I said, not from standstill position, running at people. Good link-up play, passing it quickly, moving quickly. That's when I love not just to see Martial, but to see the whole team. I think there were times in the first half, and even in the second half, where we were just passing the ball, or someone would receive the ball, and they would just stand there and wait for people to move. And in fairness, people should move, and that's why Jesse Lingard's great, because he does move around. But I feel like if someone's not moving, you got to run with the ball. Especially with the people that were on the pitch. You had Fred who ran with the ball, Pogba ran with the ball, but Matic would just sit there. Martial initially would just sit there, but I think that's another part of just getting his legs back and moving. And that was that. Anyway, but the second half started well, and we were getting on the break quite a few times, because obviously we were winning 2-0. So Young Boys started to push out, and then we were getting on the break quite a few times, but the final pass was lacking. There were several times I saw Lukaku frustrated because he should have got the ball from Rashford, should have got it from Martial, but the pass was not good. And sometimes they just didn't pass it to him at all, which frustrated me. But anyway, the 66th minute rolls around, and we're on the break. I can't remember who wins the ball back, but we're on the break. Pogba's running. Lukaku makes a run out to the right. Rashford goes down the middle, and Martial's the only one who stays on the left, and he gets the ball because his defender gets sucked in to cover Pogba. And he shoots. He takes his shot, hits off the defender, goes to the keeper's legs. I don't think the keeper maybe was saving that anyway, but it is what it is. 3-0 Martial. Happy to see him get back on the score sheet. Happy that I didn't have to see Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, that was frustrating. That would have been frustrating had I had to see Alexis Sanchez, is what I mean to say. But yeah, I was happy with what I saw for the most part. And then 71st minute comes around. Mata and Fellaini on for Rashford and Fred. Now, I was a bit upset that Fellaini came on, and he did well to justify his substitution. He did great. He had some good interceptions. He's a great protector in front of the back four, as my friend mentioned. He just sits there and does what he has to do because he accepts instructions better than anyone. He accepts Mourinho's instructions better than anyone, I should say. Yeah, but that was that. He sat in front of the back four and did well. But in my personal opinion, I just would have liked to see Pereira get the minutes that Fellaini got. Not that I wouldn't mind Fellaini coming on. Like, I'm okay with him coming on. I just would have rather see Pereira get those 20 minutes rather than the 10 he got, you know. Yeah, but that was pretty much the top and bottom of what happened. Towards the end, I got written down here that Luke Paul. What? Who's Luke Paul? Luke Shaw receives the ball a lot of the time in wide areas. He's left open so much. I just don't understand. But I'm about to explain it, even though that makes no sense. He gets the ball wide open, and he's open, but his delivery is terrible. I'm just gonna be straight up and honest with you. I'm not, and the reason I say it's terrible is because he doesn't cross the ball in the air. He very, very seldomly crosses the ball in the air, and it's always a driven ball. And I think there was a chance where Pereira crossed the ball after he came on out to Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw, there's a couple chances actually. He had so much time on the ball that he was able to pick out the right pass to Mata twice. Mata missed both of them. But when he's running in at the byline, his cross is not good. It's not good. He just hits the first person at the front post, and you know, you could say, okay, we're winning a corner, whatever, but that's not good enough for me. I'm sorry, you just got to do better than that, in my personal opinion. Yeah. So that about wrapped it up for the game. Man United won 3-0, and that was that. It was good to see Mata back. I love Mata, but you know, he was out because he was just ineffective in the team we were playing at the moment. But it's good to see him back in the team. You know, he's a great face to see. He's very morale boosting, and so is Herrera. So I can't wait to see Herrera come back. And that about does it for the game. Obviously, Pogba got man of the match, contributed to all 3 goals. Quality performance from him. I just think he needs to receive the ball more sometimes. You know, sometimes I feel like Sanchez gets a lot of the ball when he's playing. I feel like Valencia, the wingbacks get too much of the ball sometimes when Pogba really needs to be on the ball a lot more. And tonight he was on the ball a decent amount, and things happen. And that was that for the game. Like I said before we got into this, Ronaldo got a red card for what I think was you could have justified a harsh yellow, but then people would have said, oh, it's Ronaldo, so he didn't get a red card. You know, that's a bit, I don't know. I wouldn't have given a red card for that, and you could just say I'm being biased. That's maybe some opinions, but I think in the nature of the game, I don't know what happened prior to that, so you know, maybe that's warranted, but he did grab at someone's head. However, I don't think that's a 3-match ban. I do not think that's a 3-match ban. I think that's a 1-game ban. Yeah, that happened. But also, the greatest news is that Man City lost to Lyon at the Etihad, 2-1. They were losing 2-0 at one point. 2-0 at halftime. Bloody hell. Oh my goodness. That's exciting. That's brilliant. Stupid Blues. Whatever. You trash. But yeah, that about does it for the Champions League talk. And before I get out of here, I got one last thing to say. Diogo Dalot. I'm saying it right now. There is no doubt in my mind he will be starting for Manchester United in the Premier League. He will be our first choice right back, is basically what I'm saying, by end of season. Not a question. First choice right back. And I don't think that's a problem, because I really wish Timbo becomes our holding midfielder, but he's playing right fullback so much now that I just don't know if that will happen. So hey, if those are our rotating right backs, I'm not upset at all with that. Hey, look, Diogo and Timbo. Timbo's 22, I believe. Diogo's 19, same age as me. That's wild. Anyway, that about does it for me, guys. I'll see you for a Wolves preview. I believe we play on Saturday, so I'll have that out. But yeah, it's been your boy Dave. It's been Man United Talks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like and subscribe, okay? Because yes, Manchester United are here and they're doing bits. Champions League's back. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you. All right, I'm out of here. Deuces.